Learn how to use the Motion Sketch tool in Adobe After Effects. Let's check it out. Okay, here we are in After Effects, and what we're going to work with today is the Motion Sketch tool. And basically what it does, it's a tool inside After Effects that will automatically capture keyframes and capture the motion of your mouse movements. So whatever layer you're working with, it will basically animate that layer. So let me show you how it works here. All right, so we have a background layer on this composition. It's just a still image of a kind of a city landscape. Now I have another picture of a superhero that I'm going to drag and put it on top. So it's got to be the layer on top. And this is a transparent background, so it's a PNG image of just a superhero. Now I'm going to scale it down just a little bit. And what we want to do is we want to make our superhero kind of just fly through space. You'll start off to the left, fly, and then end off screen to the right. So we don't need to manually keyframe this in order to do the animation. We're going to use the Motion Sketch tool to do everything for us. So if you go to Window and then scroll down until you see Motion Sketch, and then just click there, and it's going to open up that panel in the bottom right. And what you see here is it says Motion Sketch, and then it has capture speed, has smoothing, then it has a couple of check boxes for show the wireframe and the background, and then it has start and duration. All right, the button that says start capture, that's what you're going to click when you're ready to capture. Now we're going to work with this top layer that I just dragged down, the superhero, and I'm going to make him go across the screen. So I'm going to move him off screen to the left where you don't see him in view. Now for this first time, I'm going to leave everything set to default. I'm going to leave capture speed at 100, smoothing at 1, and I'm going to leave wireframe checked and not background, and that way we'll see what happens. So I'm going to hit start capture. As soon as you hit start capture, your mouse turns into kind of this plus icon, and that means you're ready to go. And as soon as you start moving, it's going to start capturing. So I'm going to click and drag. You see how it turns to a black screen, and now there's all those keyframes that it's entering automatically. And then I'm going to let go of my mouse. All right, so as soon as I let go, you can see all the keyframes that it did. So now if we was to play, you'll see there goes the superhero going across the sky from left to right. All right, now look at the very bottom down here of my layers. And if you want to see the keyframes, the keyboard shortcut is U. So if I hit U, it's going to show all the keyframes. So there's all the keyframes that it entered for us. Now, it's not very smooth. That's where the option of smoothing comes in. So I am going to undo what we did. And this time, I'm going to change the smoothing. So over here in the bottom right, I'm going to leave capture speed at 100, but I'm going to change the smoothing to about, let's go 30. All right? And this time, instead of the wireframe, all that is it's the bounding box around your layer. So the little square box around my superhero, that's what the wireframe is. So if I was to uncheck that, when I start moving, you wouldn't see the wireframe, the little box. The background, if I check background, this time when we go, you're not going to see a black screen. It's going to leave whatever the layers are underneath it visible. So I'm going to hit start capture. I'm going to move up here to the left. I'm going to start moving, and now you can see I don't see a black screen. I see my picture, and then I'm going to move to the far right. Now let's look how many keyframes we have. So if I hit U on the keyboard, we have far less keyframes because we made the smoothing up to like 30%. So if we play now, it's got a little smoother animation. All right, it didn't enter so many keyframes. All right, I'm going to undo that. Now, the capture speed, what that does is basically it's how much it captures your mouse movements. All right, 100% means if I move my mouse real fast, it's going to kind of mimic exactly how fast I move my mouse. If I move it slow, it's going to capture it real slow. Now, if I was to lower the speed, if I was to do it 50%, then it would go 50% faster. It would capture faster. So I'm going to leave it at 100%. That's a good speed. This time I'm going to leave background off, and I'm going to capture. And then I'm going to go slow and then fast, and you can see how it looks. So here I go, slow, and then I'm just going to move my mouse real quick off screen. All right, so basically here's the capture. All right, he goes real slow and then he zooms off. All right, that's pretty much what the motion sketch tool does. It captures the movement of your mouse. So it can be a lot of fun, and it's real easy if you're getting started with After Effects to kind of get into animation. You can do a lot of cool things just with 2D images, and you can also draw shapes and stuff, and you can animate anything that's on the layer you can make animate. The last thing that I want to show you though, let me undo this. If I was to start capturing, and I moved and I captured him to where he stops right in the middle of our picture there. All right, now if I was to play, he's going to go and then he's going to stop. Now if I wanted to continue from that point and capture another time, what you have to do is you have to move your work area bar to the point that you want to start. All right, and that's kind of where over here to the far right where it says start, those are the what frame you're at, frame per second. So if I was to move my work area bar over to this last keyframe, and then you look over there at the bottom right now, it's going to tell you what keyframe you're on. So it's going to start at 81. So now I'm going to hit start capture. I'm going to move him the rest of the way and then let go. And then now we captured twice. The first time he just went halfway, the second time we started from there. That's just a thing to note. If you stop your first capture and you need to add more animations, you're gonna need to move your work area bar. All right, that's pretty much it. That's the motion sketch tool in Adobe After Effects. Thanks for watching.